Most guys have no control over their life and are addicted to bad habits. They fap, play video games, smoke weed, or scroll on social media like a brain-dead zombie. Pathetic! You will not be young forever. There will come a day where your life force is diminishing, and when death comes for you, you will either look back at your life proudly or with shame and regret. I know I'm sounding harsh, but I used to be the guy that didn't have any control over his life. Looking back at it, I had all the bad habits you can think of, but it all changed when I realized my mind was being controlled by a lizard. So I tamed the lizard and regained control of my life. You may think I'm joking, but I am serious. There is a slimy lizard inside your head that makes you addicted to bad habits, and he keeps you far away from your potential. It's not a physical lizard walking around in your brain, but rather a part of your brain that is called the reptilian brain, otherwise known as amygdala. That's right, we all have something called a lizard brain. It is a little part of your brain that chases your most primal desires, and it makes us move without intention. Often, that part of our brain is useful, like when you follow an automatic routine such as driving. Have you ever driven somewhere while being in a conversation or being distracted, and you arrive at your destination without any memory of how you got there? That is because the reptilian brain was doing most of the driving. At the same time, all forms of addictions come from the lizard brain. You see, anything in a modern world that is addictive has someone behind the scenes who's aware of your lizard brain and is taking advantage of you. They are making you tap into autopilot mode, and like a zombie, you start engaging in bad habits, wasting your potential away. But no more. I will teach you how to tame the lizard brain and take control of your life. Number 1, understand the lizard. Most people don't have any control over their lizard brain. In fact, not many people even know about it at all, and that is why they are constantly failing. I need you to listen very carefully, because this will give you an advantage over 99% of people. Before you can tame your lizard brain, you need to understand its purpose. Our lizard brain has always had one single purpose: to keep us alive by alerting us to perceived threats and danger. Back in prehistoric times, the lizard brain reacted to a threat in an immediate and automatic way. I'm talking about primal instincts here, like fear. When there was even the slightest hint of danger, the lizard brain took over. This was a good thing. When a predator was pouncing, there was no time to process information. In this way, the lizard brain allowed us to survive. But the key point here is that the lizard brain only has 2 modes: safe or unsafe. When it perceives safe, it allows the rest of the brain to run the show. When it perceives unsafe, it activates an automatic response, like fight, flight, or freeze. This becomes a problem in the modern world. We are no longer in a prehistoric world where predators are hunting us for food. But our caveman survival instinct hasn't evolved, and now it's gotten the message twisted. Not only that, but your lizard brain is stubborn and overly risk-adverse. It exaggerates every threat to seem much bigger than it actually is. This kept us alive back in prehistoric times, but today it's limiting our personal growth, happiness, and higher goal achievement. In other words, the side effect of keeping you safe is that your lizard brain will also talk you out of your dreams. Anytime you try something new or different, such as going after a new career, your lizard brain survival mode interprets movement towards that goal as warning, warning, perceived threat, danger. danger imminent. The lizard brain will then launch into a campaign to get you back into your comfort zone. It hates change, risk, or even perceived risks. This is why you freeze up like a deer caught in the headlights when the very thought of going after your dream row crosses your mind. At a primal level, animals freeze so their predator cannot detect movement. So your lizard brain's instant reaction is, stay still and stay safe. Movement will get you killed. Those thoughts like, don't do it, you'll lose all your money. Or, you can't do that because you're too inexperienced, too old, you don't have what it takes. Those are all the voices of the lizard. It is an expert at procrastination, self-sabotage, rationalization, excuses, and obsession over needing to know the how before proceeding. And the closer you get to going after your dream, the louder the lizard brain sounds the alarm. The lizard brain has no concept of soul-sucking jobs versus dream careers. It will always seek out familiarity because familiarity feels safe. And like I said, the lizard brain only has two options, safe or unsafe. It cannot compute the gray area in between. Now that you understand the lizard brain, it's time to tame it. Number 2, tame the lizard. Your lizard brain will never support your self-improvement, self-actualization, happiness, or achievement of higher goals. That will be up to the evolved you and your willingness to activate your frontal lobe, your rational thinking brain. You have the power to override the lizard brain with your neocortex, if you so should choose. Listen. Your lizard brain and your neocortex are like two wolves fighting each other. One wolf represents comfort and leisure, while the other wolf represents improvement and ambition. The wolf you feed is the wolf that will win. So feed your neocortex and starve your lizard brain. The way you do this is by first spotting the lizard. Awareness is the first step. Identify when your lizard brain is speaking. The second step is to talk to your lizard. Once you are aware the lizard is speaking to you, talk back. Personally, I laugh at the inner lizard voice. I call him weak. And whenever he starts to convince me to quit, I tell him to watch closely as I do the exact opposite of what he wants me to do. Step 3 is to simply take action. Act now, think later. The best way to silence the lizard is to act. Once you've seen this video, you have no more excuses to be pathetic. Recognize that all the excuses and bad habits come from the lizard brain. So tame it. By the way, if you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Until next time.